Hello everybody, Fiasco back again today from Disney's Magic Kingdom to tell you the top 4 places I try to avoid every time I'm here at Magic Kingdom. These are rides I don't want to do, restaurants I don't want to eat at, and spots I don't want to find myself stuck by. Before we get started, if you enjoy our videos, please consider supporting our sponsor, Dreams Unlimited Travel, and booking your next vacation. But keep an eye out if I roast one of your favorites. Let me know down in the comments below, and as well, use the comments down below to roast the places that you try to avoid. And let's get into it. We do not need to travel far to reach my first spot. It's right here on your right-hand side as soon as you walk into Magic Kingdom. You can't miss it. That's Tony's Town Square Restaurant. We have bashed this place on a numerous different amount of videos. On our worst table service videos at Walt Disney World, the way I described this place was the prime real estate for optimum disappointment, because it is just that. It's the perfect location right there on Main Street. As soon as you walk into Magic Kingdom, that restaurant, you automatically drawn to it. But anybody who has experience with even below average Italian food can tell you this is not good. The sauce tastes like aluminum, like it's fresh out of a can, and you can taste the poor quality, and for the price you're paying for being right there on Main Street. Now they do have outdoor seating, which right now is pretty awesome, but still, you're not gonna catch me here unless we're doing a video here. So that's the reason why this is the first place that I avoid at Magic Kingdom. For our next place to avoid, we have to walk right down Main Street, take a right, and head into Tomorrowland. Now, anybody who knows me knows there's no shortage of rides that I prefer not to do. But for this video, I decided to pick Astro Orbiter. The reason, the Dumbo ride I'll do, the Aladdin carpets I'll do, and Astro Orbiter is essentially the same thing, just a little bit higher up. The reason why I'm highlighting this is because even before it was normal to not want to be around people, I still didn't want to really be around that many people. And I'm going to show the line here. The line, even nowadays, is just, it doesn't feel good. It's not a line that looks like, ooh, yeah, that's a nice queue I want to wait in. No, it's still very close proximity, lots of people standing together, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to get in that elevator that has a constant flow of foot traffic going in and out all day to go up to the final part of the Astro Orbiter queue. I just don't want to do it, and I hardly ever do it. Right next to it, though, is one of my absolute favorite attractions, which is People Mover, which is moving now, and also saying its little People Mover piece, its little audio clip. So fingers crossed. That's definitely not on my list. That's a ride I would do over and over and over again, and cannot wait for it to open back up so I can. But until then, I'm going to talk about the things I don't want to do. So we're going to move on over to our third location. Now, if you're looking for undeniable consistency on your Walt Disney World vacation, you need look no further than Cosmic Ray's Starlight Cafe. The only problem is it is consistently awful. Every time there's a new item, we come, we check it out, we eat it. And there are videos of us doing that out there on the Diz Unplugged. And every time there's a glimmer of hope, oh, maybe they got a little bit of a creative dish, maybe this is gonna be good, it's always just terrible. Everything on this menu is consistently bad. Again, this is just an opinion piece. Feel free to entirely disagree with me and say that Cosmic Ray's is great. You know, I'm sure you wouldn't be alone. Fun fact, this is one of the most foot traffic restaurants in the entire world. I think it's like number 2 or something like that. So obviously they're doing something right, but in my opinion, it just is not the food. The burgers, the hot dogs, the chicken sandwich, everything about this location is just gross. But it does have one thing going for it. It has consistently held that for as long as I can remember, in the immediate future, for years. For years, everything I've eaten here has been bad. So that's why this is the third place I avoid at Magic Kingdom. All right, this is not my fourth and final pick, but it was a contender. But I decided to include it anyways as an honorable mention. The reason it didn't make the cut is because I can't really say in confidence that I avoid this, because I don't. I'd say most times I enter Magic Kingdom, my body traverses through this area. But what I like to call this location is the Fantasyland bottleneck. This is a point in Fantasyland where the lines for Peter Pan, Small World, and the stroller parking for Prince Charming Carousel meet to create a serious bottleneck. So as much as I'd like to say I avoid this, I really don't, because it's, regardless of how crowded it is, it still probably is the fastest way to get where you're going. So I'm gonna do a quick walk and show you that bottleneck. So we already kind of are passing through it. Like I said, it starts where the stroller parking for the carousel is and continues all the way till you get past the tangled bathrooms. And right now it really isn't very bad. I'd say this is a good day at the Fantasyland bottleneck, but you can still kind of see what I mean. It's a very small, a couple very small squeeze points that a lot of people are trying to get through. So, I mean, if I can help it, will I go another way? Sure I will. But this is just the fastest way. You can get straight from Tomorrowland to Liberty Square just by cutting through here. So, and this is, yeah, see right here? There's the bottleneck, or one of them. There's lots of potentials for bottlenecking here, but we are having a pretty good day because we're only hitting the bottleneck here at the end. But yeah, you can definitely see very bottlenecky here. And I feel like once you cross through this side and get past Memento Mori, you're all good. Which we have done. So that was just a little honorable mention, and we're on to number 4. Okay, our final location that I avoid genuinely gives me severe anxiety just thinking about going over there. But I should also preface this with, if you have young kids, you should do this, and it's really cool. But, Tom Sawyer Island. I need to wait in a line to get on a boat, to get stuck on an island. There's nothing for me to really do over there, to only wait in line for the boat to go back. Just the thought of, right now the queue times is 45 minutes. It's probably not exactly that. And it also is going to, how long it's going to take to get back is going to depend on, you know, how many people are trying to go back when you're trying to go back. But this is just thinking about going over there kind of like gets my heart rate going, and don't want to do it. I don't want to go over there. I avoid it. And I think I've been over there one time since I moved to Florida over 2 years ago. And that's why. You know, they have the little quick service location that's open sometimes over there. Every once in a while, maybe Chippendales stop by. And then besides that, it's kind of just like a fun little runaround place for kids, with lots of nooks and crannies that kids can, you know, have a fun little discovery time. But for a 30-year-old man, it's just getting stuck on an island with not much to do. So that is why I avoid Tom Sawyer Island. All right, everybody, that is going to do it for my top 4 places I avoid at Magic Kingdom, along with, of course, an honorable mention. You notice nothing from Adventureland made it onto the list. That's because Adventureland is my favorite land. There's nothing in there that I avoid. But did I trash any of your favorites? Maybe you agree with me. Only way for me to find out is if you let us know down in the comments below. Let me know if I dissed any of your favorite stuff, or also let me know, what you avoid here at Magic Kingdom or any other park or Walt Disney World area. But that is going to do it for this video today, and I will see you in the next one.